He left me standing in the rain, 37 miles from home, said I needed a lesson. I didn't protest. I just watched his taillights vanish into the storm, flickering once like a fading heartbeat before disappearing completely. The air reeked of gasoline and humiliation, but underneath it, something colder started to take shape. A black truck appeared minutes later, headlights cutting through the downpour. The window rolled down. Marcus, my bodyguard. He didn't ask a thing, just opened the door. I smiled. My husband's lesson was finished. He just didn't know it yet. We'd met 8 years earlier in Florence. Back then, he was all charm, disarming in the way predators often are. He said he loved how quiet I was, how I listened instead of speaking. I thought he saw me. He was only calculating how easy I'd be to control. While he built his empire, I built him. I polished his lies, hosted his parties, learned the language of power from the sidelines. He called me his anchor. I didn't realize anchors sink with the ship. Then, about a year ago, the storm began. Late meetings, secret calls, and the scent of cheap floral perfume on his cuffs. I pretended not to notice. Not yet, because when you love a man like that, the moment you open your eyes, everything burns. The proof arrived on a Thursday. He was in the shower when his phone lit up beside me on the bed. A message, she's asleep. I'll be there in 20. I stared until the screen went black. Then I smiled, just slightly, because finally I was awake. I didn't scream. I didn't confront. Emotion is ammunition you hand your enemy. Instead, I started collecting evidence, accounts, passwords, files. Every secret he thought was buried offshore. He'd made me co-sign everything. He thought that meant control. It meant access. While he was busy betraying me, I was quietly rearranging his empire. New ownership documents, transfers, silent signatures. Each night, while he whispered lies into someone else's ear, I turned his fortune into mine. Marcus helped, of course. He'd been loyal to me long, before my husband ever suspected. Loyalty is bought with trust and better pay. It took 6 months to set the stage. I let him believe I was unraveling, stopped attending events, cried once, loud enough for the housekeeper to hear. He relaxed, thought I was broken. That's when men like him make mistakes. Then came the rain. He said we needed to talk, asked me to take a drive. I already knew how it would end. On the dirt road. He slowed, rolled down the window, and let the storm in. You've gotten soft, he said. Dependent. He smiled like a teacher scolding a child. Maybe this will remind you who's in charge. He told me to get out and drove away. I didn't run after him. Didn't shout. The rain washed him off me. Marcus arrived 5 minutes later, just like I planned. By morning, his accounts were frozen. His board received evidence of embezzlement, meticulously sourced, all true. Every shell company traced straight to him. And the other woman? She was on my payroll. She handed over every recording, every meeting, every whisper. By noon, police were waiting at his office. By 2, his lawyers were calling me for clarification. I gave them silence. That night, I sent him a message, 4 words. How's that lesson going? He didn't respond. But I know what he saw when he tried to call. My number disconnected. My name erased from every deed, every account, every trace. He'd spent years building an empire on control, and I dismantled it without ever raising my voice. When he finally came home, if you could still call that mansion his, Marcus was waiting. He handed him a small envelope. Inside was a single key to the storage unit holding everything he owned, boxed and cataloged. I'd kept nothing, not out of mercy, but precision. He walked into the storm again that night. No one stopped for him. People ask if I regret it, if I miss him. No, regret is for the powerless. Sometimes, though, I think about that rain, how cold it felt on my skin, how it stripped me clean. That's when I learned something he never did. Lessons aren't taught through cruelty. They're taught through consequence. And his consequence was me. Now I drive that same road sometimes, windows down. The air smells like freedom. I still see the place where he left me. But that's not where my story ended. It's where his did.